Thank you, Mike, and good evening. Thanks for coming out. As you learned earlier today, Bill Stewart has stepped down as head coach of the West Virginia University Mountaineers. It was the right thing to do, and you have a statement from me and from Coach Stu to that effect. I do want to thank him for his dedication to Mountaineer football. Today we begin a new chapter, with a new coach. Dana Holgorsen will be still running our offense, but will assume the head coaching duties of the West Virginia University Mountaineers effective immediately. As I said when I introduced Dana some months back as our offensive coordinator and head coach designate, he is ready for this challenge and understands the enormous responsibility that goes along with it. I have 100% confidence in Coach Holgorsen and in our offensive and defensive assistant coaches. So with that, I would like to ask Dana to make some remarks, and then the two of us will take a handful of questions. Dana?
Thanks for being here, guys. I know it's short notice on a Friday night, but certainly y'all's appearance here is appreciated. I'd like to begin by expressing my gratitude to President Clements and Oliver Luck for having the faith in me, and this is a chance of a lifetime. I understand that, and I'm extremely thankful for the opportunity to be here in front of you all at this point now. I also like to thank Bill Stewart for his service and his dedication to the football program, to the state of West Virginia, to the university. It is much appreciated what he has accomplished and what he has done the last 3 years. Most importantly, and finally, I want to thank my three kids, McLean and Logan and Carlin. They mean the world to me, and as do the rest of my friends and family. Growing up in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, back in the 80s, town of about 7,000 people, a job like this kind of seemed unobtainable. I remember watching Coach Nealon's teams, the late 80s, back in that pretty good run there in 88 and 89. That was back when I was a junior and senior in high school, and he set the standard for what it's like here, both on and off the field, which I look forward to living up to those standards as well. Many years later, here I am, Morgantown, West Virginia. I've stopped in Oklahoma, West Texas, South Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina. Proud to be here in West Virginia. I understand what the expectations are, to wear the blue and gold, and those expectations both on and off the field are something I look forward to living up to. Mountaineer fans and alumni and former players, this is your team. The West Virginia University football team is way bigger than me. It's way bigger than any former coach, player, former player, current player. It's way bigger than any of that. And this is something that we need to live up to as players and coaches. But it is West Virginia. It is the fans and the alumni and the former players team. I certainly understand that. The timetable was set back in December. It's just been accelerated a little bit. I got complete confidence in the remaining defensive staff to continue doing what they're doing. The offensive staff, as far as the guys that I brought in to help me get the offense rolling, none of that's going to change. We'll be united as coaches. We'll be united as players, as administrators, as fans to help bring championships here to Morgantown. Again, I'm honored. I'm humbled to have this opportunity in front of me. I look forward to many, many days of singing country roads through a whole bunch of wins here in the near future. Thank you.
Questions for Coach Holgorsen or myself? Yes, ma'am.
First of all, could you clarify, will Mr. Stewart remain in any capacity? The statement didn't actually say.
No, he will not.
And can you comment on the terms of his settlement?
We will pay Coach Stewart sums that we are obligated to pay him under his existing contracts.
You don't want to say what those are?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Can I ask one last question?
Sure.
You said earlier this week that you wanted some time to get to the bottom and figure out what the facts were in the allegations that have been going around this week. The press release doesn't say anything about the substance of the allegations. So can you tell us what exactly was the mortal sin that Coach Stewart committed here?
I'd rather not discuss any of the allegations or innuendo or rumors that have been out there in the in the state for the last couple of weeks. That's in the past. We're focused on the future and building what has been a very successful Mountaineer program and even a better Mountaineer program.
You said that in the beginning of the statement that you didn't find anything in the, I presume, whether he made statements to reporters or whatever. Is that factually correct that you investigated it and did not find, were unable to substantiate that? Anyway.
The university was not able to substantiate any of the rumors and innuendos out there, and I'd like to leave it at that because that's all in the past, and again, we're focused on moving forward and building a strong Mountaineer program.
There was an investigation.
Yes.
In terms of the termination of Coach Stewart in this release,
No, they are not.
financially,
No, they are not, Mickey.
can you give those out?
No, I cannot.
Why can't you?
They're confidential.
sorry?
My understanding is the terms of those, of the separation agreement are confidential.
Oh,
How about Coach Holgorsen?
he did get some money, I guess, or did he?
As I had said earlier, we will be paying Coach Stewart
I
sums.
can't hear you, I'm sorry.
We'll be paying Coach,
I'm hearing
no, I
you
understand.
now, and I'm blind.
I understand.
That's all right. Thank you.
How about Coach Holgorsen's contract? Does he move into the head coaching salary this year that he was going to get next year?
Yes,
And
yes, he does.
in addition to the offensive coordinator salary he was
No,
going to get?
no.
Can you address
I'm
the
working
offensive
for you, kid.
coordinator for next season? Is Coach Holgorsen going to stay on as head coach and offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I will. It's going back to when Oliver and I talked about, this arrangement, it was important to me to be able to bring in a lot of guys that understood how I did things, and I've got those guys here, and they understand how I do things, which means if I need to leave the room to go deal with this or go deal with that, they can keep working. That doesn't mean I'm totally turning it over to anybody. I'll still be on the sidelines. I'll still be calling the plays, but I don't need to spend 99% of my time as an offensive coordinator, and that's due to the fact that I got good quality guys, good quality assistants that can help keep the thing rolling day in and day out.
Is that your plan for the future, or do you intend to hire an offensive coordinator next year or down the road?
Yeah, one game at a time, I mean, first game's Marshall, right? So we'll deal with that one, and then we'll look forward to the second game,
Coach Holgorsen, I wonder how you feel about this coming in this way. This is not how it was supposed to happen. You were supposed to be a coach in waiting for a while. It was supposed to be all orderly and polite. Hasn't played out that way. How does that make you feel right now?
Yeah, it's all about looking towards the future, the next season, and I've had my head down. I've been working diligently for the last 6 months, and it ain't going to change here for the next few weeks. I'm going to work extremely hard trying to put our team in the best position that I can to help win football games, and Coach Castile is going to do the same thing defensively. I mean, me and him had a good long talk here, today and yesterday as far as moving forward and doing the best that we can to put our respective sides of the ball in position to win football games.
Have you been able to address the team yet?
No. I mean, I've seen them every day this week, because I run into them in the hallway all the time, and pass through the weight room, maybe getting a quick workout in or something. They're working hard, and kids are resilient, and change is always tough, but it's least tough on kids. They wake up and they got a routine, and they've been in the same routine that they have been for as long as they've been here.
Have you signed your contract yet, or are you still working off of that agreement from December?
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, I mean, we settled on something last December, and that was the last time that I've thought about that. This is the first year I've ever had anything more than a one-year contract, so I don't worry about too much of that.
Dana,
Mike.
position, coach, you have a spot open. Have you thought about who you'll hire?
Not yet. I've given it some thought, because I was going to have to cross this bridge in January. I'm not going to make a real quick decision. I'm going to think about it and do what's best for the team right now. I will say this, nothing will change offensively, nothing will change defensively, nothing will change from a special team standpoint. We're going to go on as we were the last practice in spring.
What changes for you? I mean, in terms of now putting on the head coaching hat this summer, how does that change your responsibilities and what you have to do leading up to the season?
Well, it obviously changes from, just focusing strictly on offense to now focusing on the whole team, So I've went out of my way to try to get to know defensive guys, try to get to know specialists. That needs to continue to happen.
Coach, when you do talk to the team, what will your message be in terms of getting everybody together and through this?
You just stay the course. I mean, nothing's really changing, I mean, we're still going to have the same strength workouts here for the next 2 weeks led by Mike Joseph. We're still going to have Dave Kearns over there healing the hurt guys. We're still going to go to school and pass, and then once camp rolls around, we're still going to run the same offense, same defense, same special teams, and we're going to keep pressing forward. The one thing that will be preached every day is unity. I mean, everybody's in this together, and that's from a player standpoint, from a coach's standpoint, from an administration standpoint, from a fan standpoint. Everybody needs to be in this together.
Oliver, looking back on it, do you think you would have done this coach in waiting thing the way that you did?
Well, at the time, I thought it made a lot of sense. I thought it was good management practice, and I think with hindsight, folks could certainly disagree. I'm sure I'll take some time to think about it and decide myself if I made mistakes, and if I did, I'd be the first one to acknowledge that I did. But at the time, I thought it made some sense. I had an agreement from both coaches Stewart and Holgorsen, that they liked the idea and were willing to work with us on the concept. But hindsight is always 20/20, as we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for one more question.
Oliver, if you have agreed that there's no substantiation to any charges against Billy Stewart, why did you feel it necessary to obviously seek his resignation?
Well, I think it was a combination of things. The program, as Dana mentioned, is more important than any individual, is more important than any coach or any player, and clearly this was becoming a distraction for our football program. And having been a former student athlete, I think the one thing you don't want around any program are distractions. And I think the totality of the circumstances, the totality of all the innuendo and other things that were being said, and the distractions that I believed would not come to a close prompted me to sit down with Coach Stewart over the past couple of days and discuss these issues in a very frank and candid manner.
That's all we have time for this evening. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.